Hmm. Hmm. Hello. Hello. Hello, experiencers. Hello, cuttlefish. We are. I mean, that sounds stupid now that I say it, but wow, that's not a great starting pulse, right? That that sounds stupid now that I say it, but we are back again for the first of the alpha broadcasts, which I don't know how how coherent I'm going to be for this initially, but we will see. I have food has been consumed and acquired, not in that order. And today we're going to be trying to finish up Subnautica Below Zero. We last left off, for those of you who weren't there, for last night, we last left off, um, kind of in a weird place. We had, so for those of you who want to play Below Zero, um, and this is like you're tuning for the first time, and you don't want spoilers, this is officially your get out period, okay? I'm gonna just give you a little bit and let you run away if you're so inclined. Like I appreciate if you want to come, want to have a close encounter. um, but if you want to play this with little spoilers, now is the time to get out, run, exit, any of that stuff. Okay? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Okay. So at this point, we are in spoiler warning. So you have no one to blame but yourselves for sticking around. So last night. Oh wow, they're gone. Okay, they left. We rescued a person who was trapped inside our heads, who was an alien person. Very, very beautiful alien person. And now we are going to have to make our escape because Christopher has survived. And we have to make our escape. Ideally, we can get some food in here, but I don't know if that's going to work out. That's kind of a problem. I'd like some food. But I'd like to do as you humans say, kill something and eat it. But okay, there we go. I would rather not be killed and ate, though, if that's at all a possibility. I'd like for it to be. I don't know that it will be. I'm not good with this thing. I appreciate that it supposedly gives you infinite nutrition while exploring and things. I like it conceptually, but I'm not good at aiming and using it. Okay.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, let's do a quick rejigger to Christopher here. Alright, you go on about your way. Now we have to find a way to get out of here, and I don't quite remember how we get out of here. I don't remember how we got into here. But we're gonna try and get out. Because this is kind of like the big ending. Okay. I feel like we're gonna have to get past that. We are. I think I've just become acclimated to the terror to a certain extent. Like, I feel the stress. It also doesn't help that it's the stupidest design for, like, a mouth. I'm gonna try not to go on a rant about vagina dentate. But I might, because I think it's one of the dumbest literary devices. Because, like, again, I've been on this rant before, so I'm not gonna try and revisit it, but why, especially having seen some of the concept art for that creature that was way more terrifying. I don't know why this had to go with one where it's like, here, it's it's lady bits with teeth. Like, is that? I think it was a concept came up with by like the ancient Greeks or Romans. I don't remember. And like that's kind of incredible that like your big scary ideology is like lady bits, but they might be able to hurt you. Is that fear you actually still have down there? I'd like to think that you guys have advanced out of that one. You can let me know. For the record, I don't pretend to be. I don't think I can pretend to be an ambassador for anyone except myself. Um, I'm sure there's other people out there that have similar fears. I just find them a mite silly. Okay, here we go. Going up higher. I don't have another beacon, do I? I don't. I'd kind of like to be able to find this place again, so I think before we leave, I'm going to get the parts for beacon. Because even though this is gonna be the end of it, I like I like this game, and I may come back and tinker with it again in future times. See about doing what are you? Yeah, silver, no lead. None of the things that I actually need the most of. It's always silver or gold or weird. Okay. Silver or gold or something. Yeah, I'm looking for titanium now. Okay, there we go. I could probably repair Christopher in case we run into any more of those. I'm sure there's another one hanging around somewhere. I don't want it to be, but I don't feel like I have much options in that respect. Um, so let's have a brief talk about the game because we're kind of coming up onto the end, and so I guess for me, it's time to like kind of collate and summarize my thoughts. If you like the experience of exploring a strange alien world and environment, then this game certainly delivers. It's frankly it's gorgeous. Like I think it looks really nice right now, and isn't even as pretty as it can look. Right? It can look better. I don't have the equipment to make it look better. I'm sorry. I know I disappointed you all, but it can look even better. And it's amazingly absorbing when you're just moving through the environments, when you are experiencing, I guess, what I might call its natural world. it's incredibly absorbing, and I love every second of that. Now, this game kind of follows on from the first Subnautica. I think the developers put it down as a side story. I think they put it down as a side story. And the thing about, compared to Subnautica 1, there is a lot more. Compared to Subnautica 1, there's a lot more, what I'm going to call active story. You have characters that stick with you throughout the game and talk to you, which Subnautica 1 didn't really have. Subnautica 1 was much more of a, much more of a mystery, I guess, in some ways. Much more of a mystery, much more of a, much more of a, environmental. Oh, hey, hi. Much more of an environmental story. Much more of an environmental storytelling piece. Much more of an environmental storytelling piece. And, in which you were more discovering the story of what had happened on this interesting alien world that was known as 4546B. Okay. That's a very big boy. Hi, Mothy. Welcome to another encounter. How are you doing today? I got my adrenaline glands spiked. Wow. Well, I sometimes regret not being able to process coffee, but, I don't think I need it after that. Holy snapples. Okay. I'm, panting slightly. Panting slightly. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, though. Oh my goodness. Hey, there's Jifjoff Chat. I had an escape solution that I absolutely did not bring with me, which is amazing. But it's fine. We didn't need it. We didn't need it. We are the pro gamer. We're good. Okay. I can't claim that with anything close to a straight face. I don't know that I've ever done like a pro gamer challenge. I might try it. I'm gonna be doing a challenge. I'm gonna be starting a challenge later on this week, and it's probably gonna go poorly. But that's a different thing. I'm actually trying to kind of collect my thoughts about the whole experience because I think we're on the verge of wrapping up, which is it's going to be nice because it means that I will be able to have some time to try and dedicate myself to refining refining my deck for Monday Night Magic. I don't know how refined we're going to be able to get, but I'd like to try and refine at least a little bit. And I think because I think the thing is, you haven't, I don't know if you or anyone else has experienced the first Subnautica. Um, if you haven't experienced the first Subnautica, it is a haunting, lonely tale in which, at best, for almost the entire, at best, you basically only ever get to hear the voices of other people. I'm sorry. I'm not sick in the traditional sense, but I am having allergic reactions and stuff, so I might be a bit snurfly today. I'm sorry. But Subnautica, haunting, beautiful, lonely world that made you feel utterly in isolation with it and its inhabitants. It was, at least for me, I found it to be a very powerful experience of environmental storytelling. And that was kind of amazing. And that's what I learned to love from it. It's amazing at making you feel small. And it's interesting, there's a lot of indie games that thrive on the idea of let's see if we can make the player feel like a child. And I want to say that this Subnautica isn't one of them. You don't feel like a child. You feel like an isolated sapient life form thrown back into hunter-gatherer mode, where anything and everything was perfectly prepared to try and take a chunk out of you, at least as much as you were prepared to try and take a chunk out of it. It was, again, I found it an absolute tour de force of environmental storytelling and atmosphere. And for a gameplay experience, which is something that is focused on player engagement and player reactions and understanding, that was amazing. Now, I recommend, like, anyone who likes Subnautica to absolutely go back and play it. Like, if you haven't finished it, Mothy, you should. Anyone else who's interested, go play it. It's fantastic. I will recommend Subnautica until the day I cease. If you have a weak heart and you're not good with not even jump scares, like, it jump scares you occasionally, but it's not intentional. The whole thing presents a scenario of slow, creeping dread that you are forced to subsist in, that gently digs its way in until you stop remembering if you ever felt at ease before. It's really spooky, it's really great, and the designs of the alien life were done by some, quite frankly, phenomenal science fiction artists, and they present a picture of alien life as being carbon-derived and being presumably left-handed amino acid chained. Amino-sinistrous instead of amino-dextrous. But nevertheless, having followed not just the rules of natural selection evolution as they were understood, but core biology, they feel deeply alive. And it's one of the deeply engaging aspects of it. And if you think you can deal with that feeling of deep isolation and even enjoy it, go play. No, I'm serious, go do it. It's fantastic. But part of that atmosphere was that you were utterly alone. Here, like there were signs of other people having existed at one point. I won't go into any more detail than that because spoiler territory, but you don't see anything that looks like anyone around you. Below Zero is different. Below Zero, there are signs of humanity everywhere. And this is not necessarily a bad thing. But Below Zero was ambitious in that it wanted to introduce more complicated storytelling into the formula. It wanted to introduce character interactions, and if there's one thing about Below Zero that I think most people know at this point, it had a rocky development. And the story had to be rewritten, I want to say 3 times, something like that. And, I mean this is no slight against the developers. Hello, Cuttlefish. We just escaped. We're harvesting some resources, placing a beacon, and then heading back north to do a little bit of tidying up, secure the legacy of the Great Spire, and then we're going to be, looking at the end game. And I was just talking about my thoughts about the game. About how it was incredibly ambitious for wanting to incorporate a much more active story component into the game. No, thank you. Into the game, into this very detailed, very ecologically rich world. And one thing that we all know about Below Zero at this point is that its development was not an easy development. The story had to be written 3 times, and without meaning any disrespect to the developers, because unfortunate things happen to promising concepts. And in this case, the unfortunate thing was that the story suffered for being rewritten over and over again. Again, this is an opinion. But I feel that it suffered for it. And it suffered for it in 2 different ways. And one of those ways that it suffered for it is interesting because it suffered for it because I am a snob. And I will get to that in a minute. But one of the ways it suffered for it is it suffered for it I can't remember how you spell barrel. That's it. One of the ways it suffered for it was that it suffered for it in that the character interactions are not very intelligent. And they don't make a lot of sense to the characters as they are described. And the biggest way that I think this happens is that both of the characters involved in the story are meant to be very intelligent, very knowledgeable scientists that particularly study forms of alien life. And their interactions don't, at least to me, they don't read as true. They have assumptions and thoughts and ideas that don't make sense for people with experience in that field. Or anyone who's even started to study those fields, even kind of casually. And this could be a factor of rushed development. When development gets rushed, team members don't have time to do research or study. And it could be that there was a desire to do more with this, but that ultimately that was just not possible. Or it could have been an oversight due to the crunch. I don't know. Um, the other bigger issue with the characters, and this is where I get into my being a snob, is that okay, hang on. Before I get into the snob bit, let me say, in this game's defense, not just in its defense, in its praise, its background dialogue and characters are amazing. It does a wonderful job of portraying these types of people and individuals in a scenario or setting that anyone that has worked within a corporate space will immediately recognize and understand, and in some cases either love or hate, but certainly dread all the same. Um, and it does a wonderful job with that. And I think that's absolutely to its credit. Now, the part where I'm a snob is that many people probably play the game and they're like, yeah, maybe something's a little bit off with it, but it's basically fine. Or like slash shrug, it seems like a video game story. My experience with stories, I love stories. I love stories, I love mythos. I particularly enjoy science fiction. One of the problems with me as a consumer of your stories is that I I also think a lot. I'm an armchair philosopher. I actually almost got a degree in philosophy, if you can believe. I almost got a degree in philosophy. I almost got some papers in philosophy. uh, um, so when you decide to ask philosophical questions or quandaries or things like that, for me, it's not important that they sound good. It's important that they not be BS, and especially not BS that anyone who approaches these subjects on a regular basis would recognize as BS. And unfortunately, more than their perspectives and more than like the technical terms feeling inauthentic for these characters. What what I found happening, what I found myself running into, um, was the fact that these characters don't have strong concepts of the philosophical ramifications of their work or of the kinds of fields they study. Now, this wouldn't be a problem if they were portrayed as being purely intellectually focused and driven individuals that had no care or concern about philosophical or moral questions regarding what they did. That would be fine if that was the case. Unfortunately, that is not how they are portrayed. And I think that this is the biggest place where the whole game suffers, because I feel like if they had had more time, if the story hadn't had to be rewritten and rewritten and rewritten and rewritten over and over and over again, oh, long boy may be getting too long here, at least for the caves, uh, then it's possible they could have taken the time to revise, reassess, and work with their characters to make those decisions. The problem is right now, there's nothing wrong with the story they were trying to tell. It just unfortunately was told in a very basic and very undetailed way. And when this is put against the absolutely stunning detail of the world and the background characters, it feels flat. Like, unfortunately, I don't remember who the team who made this was. Nope, go away, go away, go away, go away. Please go away. Unfortunately, I don't know who the team who made this was, but the team who made this has a fine eye for detail, and they're very sort of careful with making things. They typically have a great attention to detail, and this is their strength. But the problem is when they aren't afforded the time that they need to actually fully develop a concept, it becomes their weakness, and that's unfortunate. Um, so I think that Subnautica Below Zero actually made a lot of improvements to the formula. I think that with one glaring, giant, maddening exception, the resource economy is much better. I felt like I needed to use resources more often. There were still a few things that I made like once or twice and never again because I didn't need to. But by and large, there was a lot more call for things like wiring kits, computer chips, um, things like that. Stuff that I still don't think I see enough of. Uh, and things, I don't feel like this needs to be like we need to see more of it as like required progression. But it would be nice if like there was like base elements or something like that you could build using, I don't know, nickel or kayanite or similar things. Because right now there is not. Right now there is not. Um, I feel like I feel like their map design is like it was amazing in the first game, right? But I feel like they absolutely stepped it up. I feel like the biomes and environments that we're seeing show a much more living, a much more populated world, a world that is on the mend and recovering from the near ecological death that was seen before. I feel like this being the Arctic area, one of the Arctic areas, one of the very cold areas of the world, the ability to see how some of that insulated people from the Kara virus and how, as it's receded, this insulated life has not just taken root, but absolutely found itself. Excellent. I I I feel like even though there were, I think, less biomes this time, every biome felt incredibly distinct. The transitional points between biomes felt a lot less sharp. They felt a lot less distinct. Like it felt like I was moving naturally from one area to another. Just the world detail was has been awesome. And I think that's part of why like so like if you want to play Below Zero, again, I absolutely recommend it. I I feel like the team who worked on this did a phenomenal job, especially in front of the difficulties that they had faced with it. And I am just personally sorry that they weren't able to where am I stuck? I'm just sorry they weren't able to um okay, I need to back up, go down into the left. Okay. I'm sorry that they were not personally given the afforded the time to fully refine and expound on this story that they had a lot of ambition for, and clearly like a lot of things they wanted to do with it. Um, like you got to. It's past spoiler warning at this point. We got to meet one of the people who was in this world, who was doing things before. We got to see them, and we got to get a look into what their world was like. And unfortunately, I think that and the implications of that were not developed enough. It was very nebulous, it was very bare bones, and I feel like it was that way because my guess is that originally the architects or the precursors or the makers or whatever the name of the covenant is today, um, my guess is that originally they played a smaller, more like secondary role in the story, and that this got expanded on near the 11th hour when there wasn't enough time to fully consider all the details that hadn't been important or relevant before that point. That's that's my personal guess. Is it right? I don't know. That is what I guess happened. Um, but all that said, if you like Subnautica, then it's worth trying Below Zero because that same experience of exploring this strange, enchanting environment is here. That's still present. It's still just as strong, and the audio logs and things are still just as amazing. Um, I don't know if you will be at if you will feel the way I felt about this story. I don't know. Uh, for the record, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the story concept. I do not. It's more simply that I don't think they had the time to properly detail everything that should have been. But I have absolutely enjoyed my time with Below Zero. I had a wonderful time exploring it with all of you. And in a way, I have to admit, I'm kind of a little bit sad that this is probably going to be the last of it, at least for a while. Um, Now, if I, not that I think they're listening to me, right? I don't feel like I have any, even like remotely, that kind of influence, reach, whatever. But if they're going to follow up this game with more in this storyline, whether it's this kind of game or not, my personal hope, like my personal desire, why are you just hanging out here? Do you have to be hanging out here? Tell you what, you don't bother me, I won't bother you. How's that sound? My personal desire is I would like to see more of the architects. I think they're the architects. I would like to see more of, and not more of in like, I want to see more of them like in the game. I want to see more of their culture, their society, uh, their perspective on the world, and I would like to see that be paid a lot of careful attention to because if it's not, they're going to ring very hollow and very tropey. If that's what you're going for, that's not a problem, but I feel like it could do a lot. I feel like this world and its ability to invoke the sense of presence and existence could support a lot more. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm sorry I've been just going off so much about this. But like, hopefully, my perspectives make sense now. I do remember getting very annoyed at a few points of this game, understanding some of the plot and things. But I think, like, all in all, it's been great. And now I can't breathe. My lungs feel like they're my lungs feel like they're filled with soup. Um, I'm okay. I promise. This is not. This is probably a more common feeling than it ought to be. But here we are. Um.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Let's get that recharging, and let's go make some glass. Um. Today, because we were challenged before we left off, we're challenged to build a thing before we left off. Aw, well, thank you. I guess I'm blue. I guess I'm blue. I've always. I don't know what color I thought of myself as. I could think blue. I guess blue. I will happily accept blue. Mothy, I will happily accept blue. Um, I will happily accept blue. Um, I might have thought of brown, but I don't know. It depends on whether you're talking about my skin, my carapace, or if you're talking about um my m- uh hide, outer membrane. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the term is. I'm not sure what the term is in English. I don't actually know. Okay. You'll have to tell me sometime. Like, because you call what insects have chitin, whether it's like flexible chitin, whether it's like their outer hide. Dermis. We'll go with dermis. Wait, hang on. Isn't an exoskeleton also a dermis? So I have two types of dermis here, and we're trying to figure out what each of them is called, ideally. No, get away, just can you please like stop hanging around here? Not all of you, Cuttlefish, you're wonderful. I don't like that screamer. I think they're called a cryptosuchus or something like that. I don't know. But I will be I will be putting it in a fairly made outfit at some point. Um I also promise I am going to start just slowly dumping art into onto my Discord. I'm gonna be slowly
Intake
I'm
recommended.
just gonna start slowly dumping art onto my Discord, and that's gonna start happening later on today. So people who have been asking to see more art, congratulate you're going to it's going to start happening soon. Um um but yeah, I guess dermis. Dermis seems like a sound thing. I guess we could do that, couldn't we? That seemed I hadn't intended to do that, but let's do that, okay? Let's connect these. Um, yeah. But yeah, I guess I am blue. That kind of works actually, because I'm Sag much of the time. Okay, here we go. Ooh, little through tunnel now. Okay, it's okay. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. I
Vital signs
unfortunately suffer
stabilizing.
from neurochemical imbalances, and one of them it means that I I struggle with depression a lot. um, it's something I've had to learn to live with. I can't most because of my chemical sensitivities. I actually it's very difficult for me to operate on any kind of medication that might have a positive effect on that. So I've learned to manage with it and to be at some kind of peace. Yes, depression pals. This is why you're cuddlefish. You help pick me up. You make me smile. Oh, speaking of which, we're gonna have to hatch that, aren't we? We have a special egg. That's one of the things we need to do today. One of the things we need to do today is get that hatching. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in Jiff Joff Jeff Joof. Um, assuming I can find it, we're gonna hatch it. There it is. While we're here, let's just take some more material with us. No. I understood. I understood. I understood. I am I am sorry to hear that. It is to perhaps be somewhat relentlessly positive. It is something that can be fought. It is something that can be fought, and you can absolutely. Maybe I shouldn't put this in. Is the Cryptosutrus in here? Yes, there's predators in here. We're gonna need to remove those. Okay, hang on. I need to Right, I need to organize all of that at some point. Okay. Um, no. Absolutely depression pals. Um, it can be fought. I would not necessarily say it can be beaten, because beaten implies that it it goes away. But it is no more or no less a thing, I would argue, than having to say suffer through allergies. And that's kind of weird to say, maybe, or it sounds kind of weird to say. Why are there so many eye jellies in here? I must have tossed a bunch of them in here. Okay. Um. Oh, okay. I don't know why. Adding bills. Okay, fine. But it can be persistently managed. Um, uh, I have found this is weird coming from someone who's probably a bit on the thick side. Probably sounds probably a bit weird, but I've actually found that movement helps. Physical activity of varying kinds. It can help a lot. Um, as can trying to get sleep at around the same kind of time regularly. Of course, this is made difficult because the first thing that depression does is make it hard for you to get regular sleep. Self-sustaining cycle. God, look at her flail. Everything is so wonderfully pretty here, though. Everything's so wonderfully pretty. Okay. Alright. And up we go. out of. Oh wow, I'm out of it again. Okay. I should put some of the stuff I need to put away too. Um, this is the spire. This is the spire observatory. Maybe after me or no, just a fish. Um, it's definitely gonna have a spire now. A tall, gleaming spire, stretching to penetrating the heavens. Okay. Um, uh, I guess I should probably say some stuff. Like, cause Sundays, the beta broadcast on Sunday and the alpha broadcast on 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 Mondays have been Subnautica's. Although this is the first time it's been on here, and now it's gonna be the last time. I shouldn't call them alpha and beta, should I? That feels like getting the wrong impression. I should probably call them. I should probably call them the beta and the omega. I should do like the beta and the sigma, right? That would probably send the right message, wouldn't it? Okay. Um. Wait, I'm supposed to empty my inventory to get the hatching started. Well, we're gonna do it in a minute. But with Subnautica being done, probably being done today, that means that this Sunday, I'm gonna keep the trend where Sunday Mondays, we're gonna be looking at exploration of different worlds, different, just phenomenal settings and experiences, right? So ideally, starting Sunday as the because Sunday is the start of my broadcasting week. Uh, I run Sunday through Friday. Um, or at least I do now. I didn't used to. I do now. Um, and this Sunday we are going to, by the vote of the people on my server, on my Discord, we are going to be um okay. Oh wow. Well, we're getting there. We're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close. By the vote of the people on my Discord, we are going to be exploring the Outer Wilds next. So that's gonna be coming up this Sunday. I'm actually really into it. The Outer Wilds is a game that I have played some of in the past, but it's been a little while now. And as a result, I remember basically none of it, except that I was also super mad about the portrayal of aliens in that in that game as well. So there may be some rants about the portrayal of aliens in that game. We will see how it goes. Um, I promise I'm not going to be. I promise I will be trying not to get mad about the portrayal of aliens every time. Uh, what are you calling the tendrils? What are you calling the tendrils? Uh, do you mean the thick things hanging down the front? My antenna? They're sensory organs, I will have you know. Like I say antenna, they're actually probably closer to barabels than like what you'd probably usually think of as antenna. I wonder if I could do cold damage if I launched brine wings at things. But I would prefer if you could keep them, but do what you have to do, okay? Do what you have to do. I don't think, somehow, even without them, I don't think people are going to think I'm a member of the human race. You know what's interesting? People say the human race, which is, I'm not gonna get into the whole concept behind, like, racial theory and whatnot, but let's just say that that's wrong. I don't think you can use race that way. I think so. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong before. Um, but, 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 here's the thing. Here's the thing. So many eye jellies. I guess I'll release a couple of them to the wild. Here's the thing. I, for me, the phrase the human race has always, like, brought to mind a bunch of your species just having to run and, like in a marathon against each other, right? I can't tell you why that makes me think that way, but I'm kind of glad it does. Ow. Did you hurt me? How did you hurt me? Ow! Oh, your singer's hurt. That makes a surprising amount of sense, actually. I feel very dumb now. Okay. Uh, you know what? I tell you what. I would be willing to do that. I'd be willing to do that if and only if people will understand that it's how can I put this? That it would be a current thing. Um I cannot promise that this will all remain remain correct or accurate. Um it depends on if I end up molting again. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But I wouldn't mind. There I actually don't think I don't think I have a full body picture on there yet. I will put one on there. I will put a full body picture on there. I need to do some kind of pictures anyway. Okay. Interesting. Very large eyeball in there. While we're here shuffling this around, uh, let's get glow whale. Glow whale. Ooh. I'm holding a glow whale in my inventory somehow. That's ridiculous to me. I love it, but that's ridiculous. Uh, do I have any regrets for this game? I gently regret. I gently regret not. I gently regret not. Not building my base in the. Ow. I gently regret not building my base in the lily pad grove. That just seemed like a fantastic place for a base. Yes. Okay, here we go. Seemed like a fantastic place for a base. Very picturesque. The water around there is kind of murky though. Pollen and things, I assume. Makes sense, right? Um, but it would limit my vision, which I'm not as keen on. Um, which I'm not as keen on. Uh, so, like, I don't regret my base being here exactly, but I find the lily pad area more picturesque. Um, I would love to see what this team would do in a tropical with a tropical or very equatorial kind of a setting. Like I'd love to see. I appreciate that they are doing 4546B on a small scale, right? Like I actually super appreciate that because I feel like it lets them take the time to detail the biomes to an extent where they have a lot of personality, a lot to explore. Um, I think it's a very cool thing. So I'd love to see more of this planet in the future. I I feel like if they do more of the planet in the future though, I feel like if they do more of the planet in the future, the whole thing is going to need to evolve in ways that it has not yet. I don't think it has to, but I feel like it would be beneficial if it did. Um, because I think that's what they were trying to do with Below Zero. I feel like Below Zero was an attempt on the evolution of this formula. I don't want to say that they are required to do it though. I would be happy to explore this through other means and mediums. I do think though that that I would discourage I would discourage them from trying to turn Subnautica into a into like an action game more than it is. I would discourage that. I don't discourage them from making one or even making one set in the setting or universe, but I would hope that whether they choose to make more or not, they would keep the Subnautica games about exploration. I would hope. Um, it is to me kind of one of the standouts in a genre that people say it's been oversaturated, the survival crafting genre. I don't know. I don't know if it has or hasn't. Um, but it is certainly one of the standouts to me. Um, yeah, I should. I mean, the thing about posting my biology, which I'm not opposed to inherently, is just that like sapient tool wielding life, tends to follow along certain lines because it has to in certain ways, right? Like you need hands to use tools. You need like manipulator appendages. You need detailed manipulator appendages at that. Um, you need you typically need some form of binocular focus because depth perception is kind of important. Uh, there's a bunch of other stuff too that you typically need, right? You'll typically have a strong thoracic cavity because you're going to want potent core muscles, etc., etc. So I feel like a lot of my biology might be able to be assumed. I don't know. I'd be curious to uh, I'd be curious to know what people thought. Like my ears are ears, right? My ears are ears. King shark is a shark, as they say. Um, I have eyeballs. Um, I don't have teeth. I don't have teeth. Um, which is a difference. Well, that's complicated. I have teeth analogs. I have a tongue. I have a tongue. Um, uh, uh, I have a gaster, which people have seen before occasionally. That I don't always, I feel a bit shy about. I feel kind of shy about it, which is probably funny because it's like it's probably one of the most readily like visible parts of me. So it's kind of odd that I feel a bit shy about it. You know, so normal things, right? I have a carapace. Um, okay, hang on. I'll show you. I'll show you. Um, I guess we're doing the explanation again. I'll show you. I'll show you, Mothie. Hang on. You, I assume, as a moth, that you also have a gaster. I would assume. I would hope that you would also have a gaster. You'd be an odd sort of moth if you didn't. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Okay, ready? Ready? This is my gaster. This is a gaster. It is sometimes known as other things. Uh, some people might use the term uh bug butt, but this is a gaster. This is a gaster. Um, you can actually see it. You can actually see it even like this. You can see it actually gently whenever I move around, like swaying a little bit, or it breathes, it breathes. So you can see it gently expanding and contracting if you look closely. Um, so to be clear, a gaster is a arrangement of organs uh, that deals with bodily functions collected in a abdomen that is not that does not lead to additional limbs. Um, and and it's usually where things like reproductive organs or nutrient storage are housed. Things like that. Okay, I I admit I'm feeling deeply shy now, having talked about all of it. Um, I hate you so much. I thought we had a kinship going. I thought we had a kinship going, and then you do me like that. How could you do that to me, Mothy? How could you do that to me, Mothy? In insects are one of the forms of life on your world that I feel the biggest kinship with, or at least arthropods, right? Arthropods. Oh, it's okay. You're. Don't worry. It's. You're a sweetheart, Brandon. But it's okay. It's okay. I guess part of why there's some embarrassment about it is it feels a little weird, like talking about it with aliens. Like like to me, it feels like more the idea of like talking about like booba with you makes like way more like is like way more comfortable. It's like you guys have those down there. It makes sense, right? Like I don't know why. It's weird the stuff I feel odd about. But I never promised I wasn't like all over the place. In fact, I think I have said emphatically the exact opposite. I think I've emphatically I think I've emphatically said the exact opposite. Uh, so I would have. I feel like as your local Veator, as your local watcher, I feel like I would have to recommend that you not commit arson, even if the flames are pretty, which they are. I feel like I'd have to recommend against you committing arson. Um, on the general basis, that it's not nice to burn other people's stuff. How many of these have I had to build? Okay, 15. How tall are these? These are what? About 5 meters. So I need three more. Just three more and we hit the surface. Three more and we hit the surface. Can you imagine? This thing goes up over 100 meters from so I do feel like I have to apologize. A small compromise had to be made on the spire. A small, very small though, very small. And I will show you. I will show it to you in just a moment. I will show it to you in just a moment. Very small compromise though. All the little drinky slurp noises. Um. Okay. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Go the fuck away. Um. Okay, here's the compromise I had to make on the spire. It does not technically hit the seafloor because the seafloor here is very unstable. It's very uneven, and I can't actually put another. So I actually have eaten. I've actually eaten today. I finished my food before I came on, and hang on. Hmm, 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 hmm. Okay, there's like another several ounces. Yeah, I had to put some foundations down to create an even floor because there's not enough room for another one to go under here. So yeah, thank you for allowing it to count. Wonderful. You guys are too kind. All right, so up we go. This thing is so big. I love it. I I I I'm not that. That's. I feel like that's too. That's too far for an alpha stream. I'm getting. This is actually gonna be the first and probably the last alpha stream. I'm probably gonna go with beta and sigma streams going forward. Interpret from that what you will. um. Okay. All right. So we still need more titanium somehow. Wow, I didn't think I'd ever run out of titanium, and yet here we are. Here we are. We need to, we're not gonna cannibalize anything, though, okay? We're not gonna cannibalize anything. I mean, we're gonna be deconstructing these ladders, so that might help in the future. That might help in the future. Okay, so this is the basement, okay. Oh, we can borrow. We can borrow some of that from here. Well, I was you do that. You do that, cuttlefish. There was definitely the opportunity. That is exactly my plan. That's exactly my plan. Uh, yeah, we have this giant cylindrical shape, and you can go, you can run with that where you'd like. Okay. Okay. I had to be able to start on a, okay. Trivalve egg discovered. Okay. That sounds interesting. It's a shame there's only one because I really want to breed them. I want to make an entire school of trivalves. I will be the trivalve mommy. Or I would be if you could breed them. I would, because I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. Don't don't test my resolve on that. I've always loved breeding creatures in games. It's part of why I really want to play niche a lot. Um, it's a game all about breeding creatures. Um, Uranite goes over here. Let's go look at our new Trival. I'm really keen to see it. I don't want to release it to the wild because I'm scared that something will eat it or that it will run away, and I don't think I could bear that. If I could breed them, I would just, like, start a breeding program to release them into waters. But you can't. I don't think. I've only I only know the one trivalve egg. Oh, trivalve gold. Wow. They come in different colors? Was there like another one I missed? Oh, they sound adorable. Where is it? How do I play with it? Do I have to play with it outside? I'm gonna save. I hope I don't lose this. I hope I don't lose this. No, it's got three eyes. It's got three eyes. Oh, look at it. It's adorable. It just follows me around? It just follows me around. That's adorable. Oh, I'm feeding it treats. Can I pick it up? Oh, I think Brandon told me about this. Um, Brandon 202, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad he did. I'm so glad he did. Okay, I'm so glad they did. That's adorable. I love it. If it dies, I will be so sad. I will be so sad. You think it's an ugly or cute fish? How could you? Look, it's so adorable. It's so wonderful. Would you call me ugly if my eyes were in a line? But I don't understand how Like, don't get me wrong, this is not a dunk on the cute fish, but I don't understand, on the cuttlefish, but I don't understand how you think that that's ugly. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Like, it's... I think the fact that it resembles a nautilus is part of what I like. I've always thought nautiluses were beautiful. I've always thought nautiluses were beautiful. So I guess that's probably part of my attraction to it. The cuttlefish is great. I love the cuttlefish's tentacles. Don't don't read into that one too much. I love its tentacles. I love like how I guess raspy it is. I could see that. I feel like I feel if there's something that I would let's go take a look at this. Let's examine this really quick from a design standpoint, okay? Let's go take a look at it from a design standpoint. Where is it? Cuttlefish? Is the trivalve's gone? Oh no no no! Here it is! Here it is! Here it is! Okay, no, I don't. You don't seem to be able to pick it up. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Um. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Come on, follow me. Follow me. I almost started to cry. I almost started to cry. Okay. Come on. Come to mama. Here we go. Follow Paula. Okay. So take a look at this, right? This is, this is a mollusk of some kind. The other one was two, but this is much more like a squid or a nautiloid. Um, I think in terms of body structure, I think in terms of body structure, um, that the design is just as strong. I think where it lacks out, what the cuttlefish had on this one is the cuttlefish had uh, a more recognizable face. It had a more recognizable face than this one had. So if you need a face to bond with, it uh this one does not supply that as directly unless you're very willing to go full alien. Um I think the other thing with this, well, I don't think there's anything wrong with its patterning. They did choose a very ostentatious color scheme for it.
Calorie intake recommended.
It does have a very ostentatious color scheme, and I could absolutely see that as being off-putting, right? I could see this being off-putting.
Vital
I
signs
think I
stabilizing.
think the design of it is what really charms me. I think the design of it is what really charms me. Um, so I'm not off put by the color scheme as much,
Warning.
but the
30
color
seconds to
scheme
oxygen
is definitely ostentatious, and it's definitely not as it doesn't feel quite as grounded, I would argue.
Oxygen.
I know, oxygen. It's fine. We're fine.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
See, totally fine. Okay. So I can understand. I can understand not liking it as much, especially on the grounds of its coloration. I can especially understand not liking it on the grounds of its coloration. Are you after me? No, okay. Um, because it's very gold, and the thing about gold is that he, while it's something that Homo sapiens seem to crave, it's it's not exactly super pretty. It's not exactly super pretty. Again, personal perspective, but gold is like a little bit of gold can be nice, but a lot of it can be ostentatious. I actually do too, and I think in part the color choice was chosen because of how well it contrasts with much of, oh hi, please don't crush me. I don't need to be crushed beneath your thick blubber. I think in part its color scheme was chosen because it contrasts strongly with most of the environments in this game. I feel like that was probably part of why the color scheme was chosen. Um, and I don't discourage liking the color scheme. Like I think I personally favor this over the cuttlefish, but again, I think that has a lot to do with its physical design. Uh, but the thing is, I can also see why you could not appreciate it. So much reclaimed water. Uh, I always liked the still suits. I call them still suits because of Dune. Um, but they make a lot of sense if you're gonna be out here doing all this kind of stuff all the time. Like, losing water is a very bad thing for humans, so I've been told. And it's a good way to recycle it. I do like the penalty of how it reduces your nutrition a little bit, even if I don't think that that's exactly accurate. I think it works very well gameplay wise. I don't. Dune is great. I don't know if Dune is good, but it is certainly great. I love it. I do think it's one of the most. I do think it's a seminal work of science fiction, and I think it's very, very important. I just don't know. I don't know where it stands on the level of. It's somewhat like the writing in it is fairly ponderous. Um, is basically what I'm saying. But that's kind of Frank Herbert's style. And the thing is, I'm not dissing him as a writer either because when I write, it's somewhat ponderous. So, you know, that's just how things be sometimes. I do wish we could take, like, I do wish we could take, the tri-valve. I do wish we could take the tri-valve. And I do wish we could take it and we could wear it as a hat, like inside. Um, you know, here's the thing about the tri-valve. I'd kind of be curious to see it in like silver or something too, but silver would be very hard to see in these waters. Also, if you're here and like you liked a thing of mine on Twitter or something like that, I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you. I've been stupidly busy. I do want to reach out to people who have been kind to me on the twits. Um, but I'm trying to keep up with stuff. As it turns out, like streaming, like doing these broadcasts takes like a lot more effort than I thought it would. I didn't think it would take no effort, to be clear. Like, I never thought like, oh, this will be super easy. I never actually thought that. But, but, I did not realize how, intensive a thing this could be. But I am having fun. I'm enjoying it. We have we have about an hour left. I'm hoping we can get this done in that time, and then we'll go see. Well, I say it like ideally we have. Is that right? Yeah, we have about an hour left. I'd like to try and get it done. I will be back later on tonight though. I'm doing a thing that maybe Miner, who is if you like VTubers and you like people who are very chill and who have, I mean, frankly, very compelling voices, and you like dudes, then you should check out Maybe Miner. Maybe Miner is like the chillest zombie I've ever encountered. Um, Very chill streamer. I I I used to use the cozy tag sometimes because I'd like for this to be a warm and welcoming environment. But I think after some of my some of my gentle explosions, I don't think I'm allowed to use the cozy tag in good faith anymore. So I've stopped using it. I've stopped using it. Uh, Maybe one day if I have like enough uh enough Valium or something. I don't have any Valium, but like if I ever have like enough chemicals to just like be super zonked, then maybe the cozy tag will come back. That's honestly because I don't know what to twit about. I don't know what to twit about. I don't know what I should do with Twitter. I have no idea. Like I only got a Twitter because like that seemed to be the thing to do and where you did stuff like well like stream announcements. I have made a couple of posts that aren't stream announcements, but I mostly don't because I don't know what to do with it. I'm open to ideas. I'm open to ideas. I've posted a couple pieces of art from streams there. Um, but I have no idea what to do. But I have a Discord to post stuff there to post things on now, and I have no idea what to do with it. So like, eh, yeah, like I don't like I hey hey hey, hey, sorry. Um, I get why people get paid to like manage Twitter. I get it. It's like, what do you even say? And it's not that I mind interacting with people. I don't mind interacting with people, but what am I even supposed to say? I have no idea. Hey there, Yuzu. I have no idea either. I have no idea either because generally speaking, it seems like the people who watch me like are gonna find my Discord, right? Like they're gonna find my Discord. Um, all my announcements go there. I forgot to put the announcement there. Dang it. My pre-stram checklist has failed me once again. Or more like I failed it. Um, but yeah. I guess I can. I guess I could. Hang on. I will post that I am on Stram. Um, I will post that I am on Stram, assuming I can figure out how to do it. Um, I appreciate that I am just like sitting out in the water. There is the tribe out, which I'm very happy about. This is the cute little pet fish of the game. uh, my profile is a collection of random attributes that make sense to describe me. Uh, that's basically all it is. Like, I feel like so many people, like, clearly have some idea of what they're doing. Like, my favorite profile that I've ever seen is probably Junie's. But, like, I have, like, how do you even do that? I have no idea what half of that even means. Like, it sounds hilarious. It's like a string of memes, basically. I guess that's Twitter in a nutshell. It is a platform for being incomprehensibly mimetic. It's also where a lot of like bronze artwork gets posted nowadays because other art sites are, for some reason, trying to tamp down on the things that made them popular. I don't know why. Um, but there seems to be a thing. Have they? Have they? I know that Mellon Tusk declared that they were all going to vote Republican because of them enforcing the buyout clause or something, which is frankly hilarious. But credit card companies. Okay, explain this to me, because I don't get it. I feel like if you get this, you're operating on some like galaxy brain level, and here I am, this smooth brain Xenos, and I just like I don't understand. Like what? Yeah, enlighten us, Moppy, enlighten us. Okay, but why? Why though? Like, aren't those some of the most historically like transaction heavy and profitable sites? Like you'd think they would be all over that, like pigs on shit. Like why would they run away from money? Like is there some weird like reputational thing that's happening here where like if it's found out they enabled this transaction, suddenly like people hate them? So basically, because someone basically because they have decided that they personally, even though I'm positive that like because we all know that like executives are what's a polite word, we all know executives are um deviated from standard norms, especially in some personal preferences kinds of ways. uh Despite this, they just don't want anyone else to have any fun. Apparently, is that what's going on? Right? It's like, yeah, just Just be horny. It's okay to be horny. It is also okay not to be horny, but like I think like in the way that Mothi or Iravu is not horny, right? Like that's okay. They're being honest about it. They're upfront with it. They're, being not horny on main. They're being asexual on main. Like just be whatever you are on main. Yeah, like exactly. Because like I feel like these people who are like, ooh, horniness, like horniness, right? Who are all like that about it. I feel like people who are actually like that about it. I feel like people who are like that about it are like that are like that uh because they're hoping other people get in trouble. What the heck happened? Uh I did say horny on main. Uh 22 messages were just deleted by a moderator. And Yellow Moth has been timed out for 30 seconds. Mothy, what did you do? What did you do? And do I have to go and check my settings? What happened there? Okay. So when you come back, please explain. I hope you come back. Uh, I'd like to be clear. I have no idea. What did you try to type? Like, what did you try to type? I actually really want to know because so what you just experienced is I've been working on some automated moderation. Uh, yeah, no. Please post it on Discord. Like even just under general or anywhere. Like please post it. Please post it. Uh, like, cause I need to know what it did so that I can maybe get it to chill the fuck out. Cause I don't want it to be super aggro, right? It's not fun if the modding is super aggro. Honestly, this was just incited because I got tired of bots messing with me a bit. Um, so I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. We still need more titanium by a lot. Okay. Okay, more titanium. We're gonna go get more titanium. I hope it doesn't follow the prawn suit, just me. Because I might be going to some dangerous waters. Um, yeah, I'm so sorry, Mothy. I never meant for this to hurt anyone. Uh, oh, was it, I have some, it's following me and this worries me. Is that thing invulnerable? Freeze Peach? What? Ah, okay. So I need to go in and I need to make sure that that is. Hang on, I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna do that right now because I don't want people to be. I don't want people to be to be shut down because of that. Also, Yuzu, what the fuck are Yuzu on about? Hang on. No. Okay. 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 I have changed it. I've changed it, and it should be fine now. I wouldn't do it again this stream, but I've told it to chill on long posts. The auto mod is staying. I'm not gonna get rid of it, but it's not going to now suddenly like jump on you if you want to post a paragraph or two, right? I didn't realize that was even a setting. I'm so sorry. Like, I still would like to know what you said at some point, because I'm deeply curious. Oh my goodness, no! No! Oh no! Okay, you're safe. You gotta... You gotta... You gotta not jump in front of my drill arm like that. You gotta not do that. That gave me a heart attack. Almost. No! Stop going near my drill! I don't need to drill you! I don't want to drill you! I'm gonna have to. As soon as I'm done with this thing, I'm gonna have to. It can't die. You understand? It can't die. It's this weird, unique creature, and I must protect it. I want to find it a mate. I want to find it a mate and breed them and introduce a population of them. I want to breed it myself. I want to reintroduce this population and like have it be a new, restore it to its natural place in the ecosystem. The one friendly thing, I might accidentally kill the one friendly thing. Like that was not fun for any of us. Okay. No, it wouldn't. Like it would not stop. That was horrifying. Like you come here, come here, come here. This is my bedroom. This is my bedroom. Come here. Come here, little thing. Come on. Come to mama. Okay. Gonna play with you once. See, you're fine. You're fine. Yep, hide the rock. Oh, isn't it the cutest? Okay, stop. Stay here. Did that get you to stay? Yes, that got you to stay. Okay. 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 I can now breathe. I can now breathe. We're okay. I can now breathe. Okay. Okay. I can now, like, breathe again. Oh, it's not following, is it? I don't see it. I think we're okay. Ah, thank you, Mothy, for letting me know. I think it must have just tripped, like, the length. I think it must have tripped the length or something. I've told the length monitoring to chill the fuck out. So now you can say things as long as you want within whatever limits Twitch allows. Because I'd love to hear what you all have to say. I love hearing from my cuddlefish. Don't worry, Mothy. I will tempt you to sin in whatever way I can. It's what I do for kicks. It's what I do for kicks. We're gonna need so much titanium, so much quartz. I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish all of the pools, all of the tubes, all the aquariums before the end of Strand. We're gonna see. If we can't. Okay, that was the issue. Because for the auto mod had it set to 120 characters, and that was way too low. Like, that's barely a cogent sentence. I don't want to limit anyone like that. That just seems unfair, especially with how much I foam at the mouth. I don't actually foam at the mouth though. I had I had those glands removed when I was a child. Goodness, we're deep. Do you ever just like look out here and look into this and just feel the existential terror and pull of the world? Like, do you ever look at this and you feel like you are compelled to move forwards, to sink, to go down and never return? Like, it feels like there is death down there and it is calling to me to go. Okay, gonna look away from that because that, ooh, it's a thing that I experience when I look over ledges underwater. Because I've been underwater before, right? Like actual me has actually been underwater before, and there's something about it where I feel like I have to go over the edge. I feel like there's a deep vacuuming current that is going to pull me down and that I will then die and I will never see the surface again. And like, when I experience that feeling, it's not like fear isn't the right word for it. I'm not afraid. It just feels like I have to go. Like, there's no fear. It's just, yes, this is what she'll be. This is what must happen. This is why I am here. It's like that thing. It's almost like this is my hole. It was made for me. It's that exact feeling. Yes, that it is my hole. It was made for me, and I will never, and I will live in it forever. Yeah, that's okay. You're fighting against about a depending upon exactly how my equipment is working, between a 1 to 5 second delay. So it's difficult to be on the draw sometimes. But I appreciate the effort you're making. Okay, more glass. We need this too. I don't need cliff privileges. I don't need cliff privileges at all, okay? I don't need them at all. I will just get myself killed. Like, no joke, being fully honest, I will just get myself killed. I will just end up harming myself. Like, because I want to go over that edge. I feel it instinctively. I'm like, I have to do this. I have to drop. I have to go and meet death in this encounter. And I felt like this since I was very young. I felt like this since I was very young. I was back where I grew up. Back on my home world. My family, because I have a family, we once went climbing a mountain, and I got right up to the edge. And I felt torn. I felt for a moment like I had to keep going before something in my brain like clicked over, and I was suddenly able to tear myself away from it. It was an experience. It was an experience. And I think talking about this is spooking me a little bit because I'm slowly watching my heart rate just gently climb up some. Because it's not terrifying at the time, but afterwards, it is the most frightening thing that I've ever encountered. Like, as soon as it ends, it's the most frightening thing I've ever encountered. Do I have the room? Yeah. What? Oh, fucking hell, not you. I hate you so much. Okay. Those are the death shrimp. I hate the death shrimp. I hate them so much. Okay, that's 2. I think I can do like 3 more of those. 4. I can take 6, right? Oh, Christ! Why are you coming this way? Go away! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. Fucking hell. Yeah, okay, we're full up. We're full up. I hate danger shrimp. I hate danger shrimp so much. Because the thing is, they're so quiet sometimes. They're so quiet sometimes. I sometimes just don't hear them. And there's other times where I hear them a lot. I just don't want to be here at all. Okay, you're still over there. That's fine. I hate that I built my home base within like 300 meters of a danger shrimp. Like, it's way too late to move it now, right? It's way too late to move it now. But, like, I hate them. I hate them so much. Alright, let's trundle on back. I also hate that I can't tell the difference between them and between the way they sound and the way the streakers sound. I know that they sound very different to all of you, but as we've established, my hearing does not work the same way as yours does. Okay. Ooh, okay. Back home, I can feel safe. Okay. 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 Let's see, the sound design is pretty neat, but it sounds like you're... Not exactly. It wouldn't sound as dramatic, probably. It probably wouldn't sound as dramatic, no. I'm starving, apparently. So I'll fix that in a minute. The Reaper Leviathan was much better beginner Leviathan that grabs your ship than the Danger Shrimp. Okay. Okay, so Reaper versus what the okay, let me find its actual name. Hang on. Leviathans Chelicerate. Okay, the Reaper versus the Chelicerate. Here's the thing. I think the Chelicerate actually has a really strong design. I think it's an amazing Leviathan, but I do agree with you that I think the Reaper Leviathan worked better as your introductory Leviathan. It was a bit more noticeable. It was a bit larger, and its engagement with you would automatically disengage you with it when you encountered it. I hear pinglings. I hear pinglings. Where are you, pingling? There you are. Excuse me, pardon me. Just gonna come and steal you. Okay. Okay, alright, here we go. I steal children because I steal the children so I don't have because I don't have my own. All right, we now have a spire up to the surface. What do you think? One more level, right? We're gonna DJ Khalid this one. Another one. Um, the Reaper Leviathan also made a very distinctive, very very noticeable pinging noise. Okay, that's as high as it goes. All right. It had this very wide range ping. The Chilicerate does not. Like the Reaper Leviathan was more like the Shriekers, where you could know when one was in the area from a long way away. And in that way, it served as a much better introductory lesson. The thing is, I don't think they anticipated people to play below zero without having played Subnautica. Or. Sorry about that. Or they at least believed that, like, generally speaking, people wouldn't be doing that. I feel like I have extra quartz somewhere around here. Um, I don't. Okay. Yeah, the Reapers had a sonar ping that was incredibly distinctive and was very wide ranging. So even if you couldn't see it, you knew that there was like something about. And as soon as you had your first encounter with one, you saw it. The other issue with the Chilicerates is they hang out in very dark waters. They're very hard to spot until you like it. I didn't actually spot one until literally I just blundered into one by accident. Um, okay, 120% disagree. 120% disagree. Like the Chilicerates, have you actually gotten up in their face? Like they are horrifying.
Seek calorie intake.
Oh, oh, I'm starving. Right, I'm starving. Okay. Also, hello there, Zan. Hi, welcome to the Cuttlefish.
Vital signs stabilizing.
We almost killed the trivalve today because it kept diving in front of our drill. It was horrifying. It was the single worst part of the game ever. I thought, I'm so glad it didn't die. It wanted to, though. I left it somewhere around here. But it's really hard to spot. If there's one thing I preferred about the cuttlefish that, like, I'm not even gonna argue, it was a lot easier to find the cuttlefish. Okay, I'll try and find it later on. Okay. I'm gonna need, what do I need for that? I need, 2 enameled glass. Maybe, but I don't like putting lights outside because then you can't see into the ocean as far. Do I have the lead? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. It's just one piece of lead that I need. For those of you who haven't been with me the entire time, lead has remained a continual bottleneck for this game in terms of resources. If there's something I wanted to say to the developers, why did you do this? Why did you have to make it be lead? Why does lead come from a single source that is not super easy to find, and why does it have no, like, large resource nodes? Why did you do this? Why did you do this? The resource nodes respawn, so it's not like there is a limited amount of lead in the game to begin with. Why do you make me go through the effort of, like, why did you make me go through all of this to get, like, lead, like, drip fed into my supply cabinet? Why? Like, it's not even a dangerous area. Why is lead like this? Oh, why is lead like this? I don't think you're gonna get lead caused tears today. I'm sorry. Maybe a bit of rage. Maybe a bit of rage, but not tears. Oh, just, See me after class, resource developer. See me after class. I don't know that we're going to be able to get this entire thing finished. I'd like to try to, but that's a lot of glass. If I can't get this finished today, what I promise you is I will get it finished. I will get it finished bit by bit in my free time, and I will do, like, on like one of the days where I'm going to do, like, draw artwork or something. I will do I'll do an expose of it. I'll do an expose of this giant spire. And we're out of glass again. That takes so much glass. I've already put so much glass into all of this, and now I have to put even more into it. At least quartz is relatively easy to come by. Yeah, I'm actually super looking forward to. This is my first stream of today. There's gonna be a second one, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be partnering up with Maybe's gonna be there, and Mochi, and I think Mothy, you're also there, aren't you? I think we're gonna have Garuki, who I think is gonna be premiering actually this Friday, I think. I would love if I could to make partner by this Friday. Not partner, affiliate, so that, like, I could just go and, like, dump people into there. I'd love to try and raid them. If possible, I would love to try and raid them. Don't know if it's gonna happen. We'll see.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, nice! I can't wait to do this. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay. Alright, I guess we get more quartz. I guess that's the only cure. How far away is that? That's not that far away. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one last quartz run. God. Gosh damn it, what the chuffing hell is happening here? I turn on auto moderating for one stream and this is what happens. What the actual shit? Okay. Brandon, when you return, please let me know what it was that you did. And we'll try and get you sorted. Like, this is just, oh, flipping heck. This is gonna be a nightmare. I'm so sorry, everyone. I wanted was to stop the spam bots. That's all I wanted. What do you mean it hates affiliate? Like, what were you trying to do? What did you try and post? Don't repost it, but what were you trying to post up? Because I need to fight this. Frozen peaches have to be preserved. Oh, oh, hi there. Huh. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, that got me. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh. Hi. Sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry. That startled the flipping heck out of me. As well it may have used. Ah. So the bot does not allow full caps locked messages. Is that I didn't know that was I could turn that off. I didn't know that that would be an issue. I didn't know that would be an issue. It's more than a certain amount of caps locks triggers it. Supposedly, people who are regular viewers are not subjected to this, but I don't know, I don't know what counts as a regular viewer. Quite possibly. I don't have to fiddle with it. The biggest question is like what works for people here. That's the biggest question, to my mind. I guess we'll go out in the direction of lead. Try and find some. Get that second piece of lead, maybe. And then I think we're going to go build whatever we can build. Save. And then we're going to explore out the ending. And we'll wave a tearful goodbye to Below Zero. And to Subnautica, at least for a while. I have promised that I will play Subnautica 1 with mods. And am nothing if not a Xenos of my word. I don't know when it will be. I don't think it'll be soon, but that will be happening. We might also return to this particular save game to do a couple of little building challenges here and there. I do. I absolutely do. I know there's a mod that interacts with chat. And so I want to get that hooked up before I do any... I want to get that before I do anything. So, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, and you'd like to see me play Subnautica with mods, and have people in chat have the option to absolutely torture me, then subscriptions would be most welcome. You don't have to. I welcome you here even if you are not, but if you would, I would appreciate it. I would deem it a personal service. Whatever it's called. Yes, followers. Why? Can platforms please get their things together? I meant follow. Yes, I meant follow. I was thinking YouTube for some reason, where it's like you can subscribe to a channel. I think if YouTube members are the paying people, it's like, can we not use the same terms? I would be happy if we use the same terms to mean the same things everywhere. I'd be very happy if that was the case. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look. That sounds amazing. I'm gonna have to check that out and look. You know what? If there's something I've learned about Below Zero, is that it takes the normal Subnautica rule of fear the things that make the noises and kind of flips it on its head. Most of the things that I really fear in this game don't make particularly loud or dramatic noises. They usually only make a noise like a low rumble or a faint attack warning. When it's almost, but maybe not quite too late. But maybe too late. Okay. Are you not on? You should be on. Or do you disable every time I
Welcome aboard, Captain.
quit the game? I think you disable every time I quit the game. Mothi, I just looked at that. Is amazing. That's fantastic. I love it. That's great. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, I'm so hyped for tonight. I'm so hyped for tonight. Okay. So tonight we're playing Magic the Gathering Arena. And aside from some of my own complaints about onboarding with it, I was kind of having fun with it, but I actually now have what I feel is my first real serious legitimate complaint with it as a as a client service for playing Magic. You have no way to test your decks. You have no space where you can fight a computer to refine your decks. I thought they would have, because in the tutorial, they have a practice arena, but after you complete the tutorial and you're allowed to make your own decks, they take away the practice arena. That isn't PvP? How do I fight the computer with a custom deck? Because it is... Okay, so I maintain that my biggest issue with this system is that it's so bad at teaching you how to use it. You're gonna have to show me how to do this after the I'm gonna have to get you to guide me on this after the stream, because I need to be able to do that, because that's how I refine my decks in TCGs. I do bot matches until I figure out how I want to approach my deck and do some refinements. Okay, where's Christopher? Over there, okay. Get another piece of lead real quick, and then we're gonna head back. It actually has, it has almost all of them. It has almost all of them. It has what it calls historic, Um, which I don't actually remember how Magic the Gathering classifies things anymore. It's kind of it has historic, it has standard, and it has this thing called alchemy. Alchemy is kind of annoying because they want to try to sell you packs for alchemy, but alchemy is not compatible with standard, so it's a thing. I that would be under historic somewhere. I suspect I haven't seen slivers yet, which is a shame because I like slivers. I like slivers a lot. Um, I had a Sliver Queen deck. Sliver Queen is one of my heroes. Sliver Queen is one of my heroes. Uh, Let me see. Um, what's Elixion? Because I got out of playing it for a while. I was out of playing it for some time. I don't know what Elixion is. What is Elixion? I used the Queen Overlord, is what I did. I was Queen Overlord. I I never had a Sliver. I had a Sliver King, but I never liked using the Sliver King because, frankly, I felt like I felt like if there was a king in my Sliver deck, I couldn't be like the Sliver Queen in charge. You're you're gonna make me blush a little bit, but yes, I would, I would, I would perhaps not be opposed to being to being some sort of hive ruler at some point. I would not be opposed to that. But go away. I have no idea about this pirate and dinosaur set. I've never heard about it. I've never heard of it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I wish I could say that I had, because it sounds kind of bizarre. That is a sentence, definitely. Um, or were you talking about my aspirations to one day be be a hive queen in my own right? Um, Ixalan. Gesundheit, I suppose. Um, yeah, okay, the last that I knew about, the last that I actually knew about was, Innistrad. That was the last that I paid attention to. So, like, I'm way behind. I'm way, way, way behind. I know they had a return to Ravnica after Innistrad at some point, but that's kind of like all I know. Sorry, my mind is off other places now, unfortunately. But yeah, wanna be a hive queen. Make you all my kids. I can't have normal children. Um, there was a return to Ravnica. That's amazing. A return to Ravnica. So it's Ravnica, return to Ravnica, return to Ravnica. Ravnica's actually become one of Dungeons and Dragons. Like, it's Magic's primary setting now, apparently. Like, it replaced the old, it wasn't Phyrexia. What was it called? Their old setting. What was it called? I can't remember. Dominaria, thank you, Dominaria. Dominaria, where all the good subs want to go, right? Really? Really? Huh. Personally, I like Ravnica better, but like that's just because it was such a fun urban fantasy setting. It was great. I loved it. Okay, let's make the enameled glass I need real quick. I had no idea we were going back to Dominaria. Like I've been out of the Magic game for so long. Like it's been a long time for me. Like a decade, maybe more. Oh wow, we're actually almost at the at ground level. I say ground level, I mean base level. That's impressive. What is the current set is this the streets of New Capernica, which I like conceptually like a lot. I don't know how I feel about the decks yet. Landfall seems to be like a big thing right now, and I have to be honest, I'm not super keen on Landfall. Not not super keen on Landfall. Landfall is one of those mechanics that's a little bit like, oh, yikes. Um, Let me see. Up we go. Where did Landfall come from? Where did Landfall come from? That's a shame. I wasn't playing during Zendikar, but I loved Zendikar conceptually. Like, I loved the look and feel of it. It was a great world. Um, Pity about, Landfall being like its big thing. Like, wasn't there this weird Innistrad Zendikar crossover where the Eldrazi showed up in Zendikar? Like all the zombies and werewolves and mad scientists and vampires just kind of like, huh, ain't that a bitch? Okay. Wow, that's getting pretty deep. Okay. Alright, alright. It is. It's definitely going places. It's definitely on its way. It's definitely on its way. Um, it's not gonna be finished today. Uh, Unfortunately. Oh no. No, 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 no. We're not done yet. This has to keep going up. This has to keep going up. It's not done yet. I am. I'm not going to finish this today. Sadly. I'm going to, I'm going to probably play a little bit of this in my spare time. And one of my art streams, I'm going to open by showcasing the final thing. Because I promised people I would finish it. And I am in nothing if not a Xenos of my world, of my word. I mean, I am literally a Xenos of my world. Like, I don't think I can help being that. Alright. Well, it's time to head out. It's time to head out. We're about to go explore the end game. Him. Come on. This is super difficult. For some reason. I don't like these plants at all. Their hitbox seems a little weird. Okay, there we go. And we get some food. Now let's go finish what is probably, to me, the sexiest design in the game. It's only going to take us about a half hour to get there. Ooh, that wants repairs. I have saved before. I should save, though. You're right. I should save. Okay. Here we go. Come on. Ow! How could you hurt me like that? How could you do that to me? Just rude. Alright. Let's go then. I really hope that my little tri-valve isn't anywhere near here, because... Oh, there it is! Hey, there she is! Look at her, how beautiful. Okay, now let's get the hell away from her so we don't smack her with any of this. Okay. Oh, we're heading to Outpost 0. Okay. No! Why would you say that? 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 Good heavens. I'm gonna have to do some research because for some reason my server is not picking up like announcements from other people the way I want it to. Gonna have to look into that later. Anyway. Like I'm I'm very happy with this game on the whole. It definitely has its bad parts. It's definitely clearly suffered from being rushed, but the core of it and the environment and world of it is still just so wonderfully exotic and alien. Well, I should. I should. There's absolutely a link in my Twitter bio. I know there is. So am I. I am excited for it too. It's not a direct link, so maybe I should make it a direct link. Like if you follow my link tree, that gets you there. But I keep forgetting to link to my actual like Stram. Yes. Maybe that's not super clear, so maybe that's something I should work on. I'll probably do a little bit of work on that. I'm super excited for Sunday. Sunday's going to be very interesting. The Outer Wilds, we'll see just how, yeah. They should. They should. They have very occasionally, but I don't think I'm very good at this in some basic ways. I do my best. Okay, rather than taking Jif Job Jeff up there, because we know Jif Job Jeff is too thick for that. We're just gonna take Chris. Do we even need to take Christopher? I don't think so, but I feel like showing up in Christopher shows a willingness to participate in their culture. I do try not to be put. Like I don't feel like it's okay for me to demand that people watch me, right? I don't feel like it's okay to demand that people watch me. Like come enjoy exploring things with me if you're keen. But it would be exactly right. Hello, fellow cyborg. I too am also now made of biological and mechanical components. Gonna save here. I know, sweetie, and you're I know, Brandon, and you're kind of a doll for that. You're a bit of a dear for that. Uh, just don't insist if they aren't interested. Because I would like for people who are here to want to be here. Yet the last save. Nope, no more from here on. Hello, fellow biome. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. I was gonna roll up and be like, hey, I too am bio.
Are you preparing to leave, Alan?
Yes, there is much to do.
Ooh. I have to wonder if them teleporting wasn't like knowing how troubled this game's development was. It's cool and it's a little bit creepy and mysterious. I have to wonder if that was in part like a way not to have to animate a walk cycle for them.
Do you still wish to leave with me? Beyond this teleporter, there is no turning back.
Are you kidding? I can't pass up a chance to see where architects come from. Besides, I don't have another ride.
I do not know what we will find there. The others may be sick or angry, if they live at all.
Or you could find peace. Family.
I hope you are right. Please complete any business you still have on this planet. Join me on the other side when you are ready to leave.
Wow. So what's the noise that I'm supposed to be hearing that doesn't go away? Did they fix it? I don't know. Maybe they had a patch not too long ago. All right, fingers crossed. Let's hope this doesn't bungle me. I don't have a good history of teleportation. Really? That's kind of amazing. That's awesome. Whoa. This is their world? Or is this part of 4546B?
Robin, you're just in time. The phase gate is opening.
You've been hiding a phase gate here this whole time.
Oh, come on. No, come on. Okay, good,
Only
good.
for the last millennium. It will lead us home.
No wonder you hid yourself from Altera.
What is a phase
It was
gate?
imperative to keep the home world safe, in hopes that the others survived.
Yeah.
I feel like a phase gate should have maybe been explained a little bit more, because I feel like it's kind of important. Like, don't get me wrong, I try not to...
Only prepare the ship. The energy masts must be moved into place.
Whoa, what?
Well, this is different.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they do have a walk cycle. That's kind of crazy. Okay. This is amazing. If there's a sequel where we get like a set of these arms and use them to interact with things, that would be amazing. Oh, this would be amazing. I suddenly feel a bit more normal. You know, increasingly you guys seem like you'd be okay, like you're okay with more than one set of limbs. Maybe in the future, maybe in the future I won't hide my other appendages from you.
Very good. Return to me and I will initiate ship.
No kidding. You're so beautiful. I want to have your babies. I want to have your weird quadrupedal babies. I want to have all of the eggs from you. Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you. The masks are in place. The energy field is ready.
You can't tell me that they're not beautiful. You can't tell me they're not beautiful. Look at them. What? Oh my goodness.
Join me, Robin.
I don't think it's nanites. Like, as weird as that says, I don't think this is nanites. I think this is what is called, programmable matter.
The levitator was calibrated for heavier bodies. I would have helped you to your feet, but as you can see, I have been fully integrated with the ship.
Is this permanent?
Nothing is permanent. Are you ready to go?
Yes. I found the answers I was looking for. I'm ready to move
It's
on.
amazing.
I can't bring Sam back. But I know she died fighting, and I got to finish her work. I'll always carry her memory.
Good. Please brace yourself, and then we will depart.
Are these bracing rigs? These look like bracing rigs. Okay, I have to be in the middle of them.
Launching in 3, 2, 1.
Wouldn't it make more sense to like be in front of them and loop your arms through them? Or maybe I'm just thinking about someone who has a gaster. Cause like then my gaster would be on the floor, my legs would be in front of me. That would make sense, right? Like it seems like you even without a gaster, like if your back was to them, that would give you like a brace in front and behind, right? But that might snap your arms though in acceleration. Whoa.
What will we find when we get
No.
there?
If I am the
No,
last
it's
of
not.
mankind, I will experience the sorrow of 10,000 souls dimming.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything bad right now. Why is there a debris field here? Oh, it's like a linking filter. Okay. I will say this for them. Like, the weirdness with the story and the pain that it
And
was,
if they survived?
they definitely put a lot of work into this
I am
bit.
ready to face whatever awaits.
They clearly wanted to make that important and amazing. And that's phenomenal. Absolute goosebumps. That was great. I would like to personally believe that if none of them were left alive, Robin spent the rest of her life helping Alan repopulate. Yes. Uh Tarantulas are very cuddly. They have the arms for it, and they have the big fat abdomens that are just great to hold on to. Wow. We did it. We did it. We did it. Unknown worlds. That's what they're called. Unknown worlds. She wants to. She wants to know what to call. Zan wants to know what to call Yuzu. It's amazing. I I'm gonna let the credits roll because I feel like that is important. But that was amazing. That was amazing. I didn't play any of the jukebox songs, but I've heard all of them and all of them are great. I didn't play them because I don't think you can play them. I don't think they're DMCA compatible. I'm not sure. Yep. Well, and now I guess I can technically be contributed to the YouTube streamers everywhere. Well, all of the jukebox songs, are from people who made fan songs for this. Like, there's one from the Stipendium, there's one from JT Machinima, there's one from Gavin, whatever Gavin's name is on YouTube. Um, wow, well, we did it. We did it. This has been an absolute blast. This has been an absolute blast. And yes, tarantulas have pet frogs. They keep pet frogs around. Uh, so I've got to go. I have to, there's a bunch of stuff I have to do, but I will be back. I'll be back in like, about 4 hours or so, I think, for Monday Night Magic. It'll be streamed here. It'll be streamed on Maybe Miner's channel. So I'm super looking forward to that. It's gonna be really hyped. Well, well, Brandon, a series only ends so that a new one can begin. When something old dies, something new takes its place. And starting this Sunday, that something new is going to be The Outer Wild. Um, I don't have I don't have raid permissions. Is there someone you would like to is there someone you would like for me to send people off to? You won't be able to link it in the chat, but if you give me the link, I will pass it off to chat, and I will hope and I will encourage people to go off and raid and join them. We cannot raid. We cannot raid. We cannot raid. I am not yet affiliate. Only affiliates or higher can raid. Yeah, endings are bittersweet, but they are also fulfillment. At maybe Miner is live. Okay, I'm gonna post maybe Miner in chat. I'm gonna post maybe Miner in chat. I would encourage everyone to go watch maybe Miner if you're in the mood for some nice chill streams. I'm gonna be back in about 4 hours. I'll send out another twit. There will be a post on the server, and I will include a direct link this time. I'll include a direct link this time. But yes, do absolutely go look at Baby Miner. I don't know what Baby Miner is up to, but I 100% encourage you to go talk to him. But we did it. We absolutely did it. Um, yeah, everyone go enjoy Maybe. But this is sadly the end. Take care of yourselves, all of you, my experiencers, some survivors of another close encounter with a different kind. And I can't wait to see at least some of you back this evening for Monday Night Magic, created by and like organized by Maybe. Uh, until next time, I hope all of you have wonderful, wonderful days. It's been a lot of fun. And this Sunday, we journey to new, strange alien worlds in a puzzle exploration and what I swear to you is a horror game because it terrifies the shit out of me in the Outer Wilds. I can't wait to see you there. For the rest of my schedule, if you want to know what it is this week, you can go on my Discord server. !Discord will get you there. And you can check on what I'm doing the rest of the days this week. Take care, all of you. Be good to each other. Tell Maybe I said hello. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.